I recently looked at a list on El TikTokio, right? You have to take TikTok with a pinch of salt, but apparently Fear the Walking Dead ranks 10th as the 10th worst show ever rated on IMDb. That's Internet Movie Database. Alright folks, so welcome back to Fog Entertainment. I'm going to try and combine a bunch of theories into one here, because the reality is I cannot be arsed talking about this show. It is a struggle. It is quite comfortably the worst show that I've ever watched, that I've watched like more than one episode of. And to be honest, once I watch an episode of a television show, I tend to finish it. I think there's only one real show I didn't do that with, and it was Justified. And when I say Justified, no pun intended, it was actually the show Justified, not it was justified why I didn't go back to it. I just watched one episode of Justified, and it was recommended by somebody, who then took a hissy fit because of the fact I didn't like it. And I was like, that's a bit pathetic. And then, yeah. Anyway, Justified, the television show, didn't really do it for me. I mean, one episode I was like, okay, what's the premise here? We live in some redneck town. This guy who's like a neo-Nazi is firing an RPG. And it's like, what is even going on here? But I take it back, Justified. That was only one episode, and Fear the Walking Dead surpassed you in terms of shiteness. But episode 15, the theory was labelled, is this the worst episode in the Walking Dead history? I think it was, man. It's like we've already talked about it, but it was an episode devoid of logic. My friends call me Finny, or Ginny. Or no, Finny. Or is it Jenny? Virginia? I don't even know, man. Just some middle-aged woman that thinks she runs the shop, man. I mean, ugly, unattractive, uninspiring, fat slob that thinks she can never, you know what I mean, supposed to go up against a group of survivors, man. I mean, look at the original Walking Dead, man. The groups they go up against. Negan, big guy, intimidating. You know, you look at his like second-hand man, Big Trevor for GTA. Look at the governor. You know what I mean? It's like these guys are big physical threats, and you know, and it's like, you know what? Women can be threats as well. You look at Alpha. I mean, she's obviously the weakest of some of the original Walking Dead things, but don't really agree with Beta being her like second in command. I mean, I know his name's Beta, but guys, come on. The guy was like 7 foot. Should have done something a bit better than what he did. Even we did appear in a wee cheeky book of that show, or Fear. Anyway, I've got the Fear. Also, another theory we're supposed to talk about today is that Morgan and Al, these two should have what? Why didn't Jenny kill them? Well, I don't know why she didn't kill them, but this episode 15, man, this entire season, it's been nothing but hot garbage. You know that smell? You're walking through a city centre and it's hot, it's about 20 odd degree, and there's just bins everywhere. That's Fear the Walking Dead, man. I know you cannot smell it. You can smell that shite in the back of your throat. It's just a show that's abysmal. You know, oh, here, we're going to need to ring Virginia for help, and then they decide we don't actually need to ring Virginia for help. It's just like, right, guys, I bet we just actually fuck this show in the bin. We've got one more theory to talk about, and I actually want to discuss this with my co-host, because I've pretty much did every single Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 theory by myself to this point. But I think this was the worst episode of the Walking Dead history, Season 5, Episode 15. Just abysmal, man. And like the fact that she shows up with two guys and they just let her bully her. And when you've got a group that doesn't kill people, then it's like any group that comes across their way and is in any way hostile is going to win. It's like she showed up with two guys. So her and two other guys, which is 3, against a group. I believe Morgan actually said, yeah, our group's about 48, but the white left, so we put it down to 47. That was after this confrontation. So they had her outnumbered 15-1, right? And a bit, 15 and a bit to 1. And they got bullied, and they got a bunch of walkers sent their way. Fucking, come on, man. It actually frustrates me how shite the show is, which is mental, but you know what, guys, fucking leave it down below. I'll be back soon enough, but the show is absolute shite on toast. Not got a good thing to say about it.